is he underrated still? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, he's underrated for sure. He's not getting no respect, bro. I mean, how can you go
National
from
media is not paying any attention to this dude,
no?
and he looks better than 99% of the running backs in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
How in the world does a dude go and run 8,000 yards and still have to walk on at a college?
he became a second team All SEC, rushed for over 1,000 yards, and still somehow feels underrated.
That's insane to me, bro.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a thing. This dude he killed it.
Yeah, dude.
In high school.
Yeah.
He should have been a top prospect for these schools, and that's one of the things that I've been saying all along.
Yeah. He was literally second in the state of Tennessee all time for rushing yards.
In high school. And wasn't recruited. He had 5 schools that were interested, all like they were like small.
Yeah, small ones.
Small, like App State.
Insane, dude.
It's because he didn't go to all of the camps. His parents probably wasn't wealthy enough to do all of the training, so he got overlooked.
Yeah.
Even though he's an athlete.
Oh, yeah.
This happens all the time in this state, I feel like.
Yeah, dude.
And other states, I'm sure,
too.
yeah,
guarantee it.
You have to walk on at Tennessee?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
And then you're 1,500 yards away from being the all-time rusher at Tennessee.
So if you haven't guessed, we're talking about DeSean Bishop, RB1 for the Tennessee Volunteers. He's going to be your dude this year. I feel like he is very capable of overproducing.
Yeah.
He lacks 1,500 yards to break records. I don't know if anybody at Tennessee cares about that. I don't even think he cares about it.
Yeah, maybe not.
One of the biggest things that this dude talks about is his faith and how it's important for him to make it to the next level so he can reach more people to talk about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He talks about that heavily.
That's very interesting, too.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, I watched that podcast. It made me tear up a couple of times.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's
amazing.
He's an amazing dude for sure.
Yeah.
He grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee. He went to school at Carnes High School, which is not the biggest high school in Knoxville or even a contender usually in state championships. That's why he got overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
Happens all over the place.
I know, bro. It is crazy to think about.
It's happening more than people think.
Yeah.
But is he that good?
We're going to find out. Here's his numbers from last year. He had 1,076 yards, 16 touchdowns, 649 after contact, which is insane.
Over 61% of his yards were after contact.
Yeah. 32 missed tackles.
For an average of 5.9 yards per carry.
Yeah. It's insane. And I think he's going to be better this year because he's stronger, faster.
He looks insane, dude.
He looks like a good running back, boy.
He looks insane.
Yeah, son.
I saw some of his pictures, from the before and after.
Yeah.
And then I got to see him carrying a football, and I was like,
yeah.
Golly.
His shoulder is like a cantaloupe on the side of his arm.
Yes. Yeah.
It's crazy,
He's
bro.
a huge dude.
Yeah, dude.
And then if you go back and look at the Alabama game that we had last year, he had 14 carries and 123 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game.
Against Alabama.
That's an elite school.
Yeah. Same thing against Arkansas, too, basically.
Yeah. He does not let the big time games stop him.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his.
He gets better the more he plays.
Yeah.
He's one of those kind of guys.
Yeah. I think he's going to be an every down back for Tennessee. I think we're going to keep him fresh.
Yeah.
But I see him making some big plays this year.
Yeah, dude.
Also, in the same sense, did you see DGG's first carry of the high school year?
No. Oh, against Baylor? Was
he
Baylor against who was it against?
I don't know who he's playing, but it was the first game.
I didn't see the first carry.
It was his first carry, his first handoff of the season. It was a 72-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So that dude looks like an animal too.
You think that Heupel's offense is a spread offense, right?
Which it is.
It is, but it creates running lanes for
gaps.
those running backs, and if you can miss a couple tackles, and if you're strong enough to break those tackles, just like DeSean Bishop, the 900-something yards after contact, right?
And just think, is he underrated still? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, he's underrated for sure. He's not getting no respect, bro. I mean, how can you go
National
from
media is not paying any attention to this dude,
no?
and he looks better than 99% of the running backs in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
I mean, looks wise,
yeah.
eye contact,
Yeah.
eye test.
Yeah.
He looks so good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see him.
I know it.
I can't wait to see him on the field this year. Can't wait to see what he does.
I know, dude.
I think he's going to play a big part of our offense.
Yeah, he's going to be the biggest part, I think. Especially with freshman quarterbacks, you know. He's going to have to carry. How many times a game do you think he's going to get a carry ball?
50, 60 times. He'll probably get 30 carries.
Maybe 25 to 30, hopefully.
Yeah. That would be a legit number.
That's a lot.
But if I was the coach, it would be 60.
Yeah.
I would depend on that run game a lot more with my quarterback being new.
Yeah.
And I just think you should start with the run game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If they stop the run, that means the pass is open.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think we should play it that way because we have a good O-line.
Yeah, dude.
That's not brand new.
Nah, they're all good.
And we have a running back that is a leader and not brand new, and he looks like a train.
Yep.
So
he's our first returning 1,000-yard rusher that Tennessee's had in a minute. With him being, you know, people progress, so you don't necessarily go back, you know, especially when you're working that hard. You're going to keep progressing.
And he works hard still.
Yeah, bro.
He didn't stop working, from what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
Where, at the end of this season, does DeSean Bishop line up with Heupel's other running backs that we've seen?
He's going to be number one.
You think so?
I think so after this year. If he stays healthy and everything like that, he's definitely going to be, I think, number one. Out of Josh Heupel's, all the running backs he's had so far. Yeah.
And just another crazy question. Where do you think he'll go in the NFL draft? I mean, like, not what school, not what team, but you think he's going to be a round one pick, or do you think he's going to be a round 30?
I don't know. It's up to him, I think.
Love.
It's a little bit up to him. He could surprise everybody. He could make everybody see him this year, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he would go probably right now, probably third round.
Yeah. Third round.
Yeah.
But by the end of the season, you think that stock is going to go up?
Yeah. I think he'll definitely be second after this season, maybe first if he
gets seen. If he gets some
If Tennessee does good and he does good.
Yeah, Tennessee's going to have a good season for him to stand out at all.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we're talking about here is this dude hadn't had any love from the get-go. No, he stood strong in his faith to get him to this point. And
yeah. Could you imagine being that good in high school and then walking on somewhere?
Having to walk on at the only school that offered you a walk-on. He had full-on scholarships that he could have wanted to for other smaller teams. But he chose not to do that because he thought, I can go play with those big dogs.
Yeah.
I'm good.
He probably loved Tennessee, too, honestly, because he grew up right beside it, basically.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
So that's one reason probably, but it's pretty aggravating. ESPN all the time, bro. I feel like they always overlook Tennessee.
They do.
No matter what.
They do.
But they're probably just, disappointed as us after all the years of, like, oh, yeah, they're going to do it this year, and then.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it is disappointing, right? We've done that a million times.
Yeah.
So none of it's fun, but this year,
maybe.
I don't think we're going to the CFP, but I think we got a good chance at a really good season.
Yeah, I think we can make it to the CFP, but I don't think that we'll win the CFP. I don't think we can beat Georgia and them, but we might make it to the CFP. I think we could be ranked 12th at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think there's 12 teams better than us.
I like that. I think they got us at 17 right now.
Yeah, it's not a far jump. Yeah.
No.
If we beat Texas, we're in it right there until we lose again. But
I know that's the thing. So you beat Texas, and I mean the schedule for us is insane.
Yeah,
it really is insane. We have a little bit lighter schedule because so many of ours are at home. It makes it a little bit easier to face.
Yeah,
but our schedule is insane. It's one team right after the other.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
there's 5 games, SEC games, right in a row there.
Right after Kennesaw, bro.
4 of them are hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough season.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for it. If you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and follow along, man. We're going to be here all season doing this.
Yeah, buddy.
We love y'all.
Love y'all.